Screaming Night! Bitter Criticism! 47 minutes episode! AK-47. Shh! What about... Don't do that! Don't say that! Don't say AK-47! You're communist, you're guerrilla fighter, you're freedom fighter. I'm a freedom fighter. Woo! Freedom fight from Global South. Yeah, I'm fighting for freedom. Not freedom. You know, as you grow older, freedom is a bite. Freedom is a lie. Don't trust freedom, you know? Don't trust freedom narrative. Freedom is just neoliberalism. Forget about that. Look, I was reading Al Jazeera Economy. I was reading Al Jazeera Economy this afternoon. It was not so important, was not so interesting. A lot of news about New Zealand, but suddenly in just 3 or 4 hours, in just 4 or 5 hours, there's 2 articles, 2 very interesting articles from Al Jazeera Economy, Al Jazeera English Economy, Technology. I will read the first. I will read 2 and then who knows. Pepe Escobar, Telegram. I have to say first that Pepe Escobar made a very interesting comment. I don't get it right away, but I got it perfectly as I was reading this Pavel Durov's ending case. I'm not sure if you say ending case, closing case. You know, the case of his case was finished, you know, and well, it's the best propaganda, you know. The government is putting Pavel Durov on a jail. France is putting Durov in jail because Durov denied to give France information about people. What about that? So, do you want a safe social media, a safe platform for you? You know, nobody will know Pavel Durov was in jail by not giving your information. Do you want a safe for you? You know, a safe platform for you? Well, that's Telegram. The owner is in jail for you. Well, what a crazy world we are living in. You know, the West is just declining, absolutely declining. Donald Trump is getting murdered, and that's it. I don't know what to say. You know, the good guys in this world is Telegram, Pavel Durov. Donald Trump is the good guy. You know. And here we go. Al Jazeera Economy. So I have nothing to hide. You know, I have 0 secrets. Almost everybody knows the women I love. There's something. You know, yeah. All this. Fear about people is all circumscribed to the society in which you are living in. So in my case, right here in Chile, in 5th region, in Valparaíso, people want to know my secrets because who knows, I could be there's some crime here in this region from Venezuela, you know. This is I prefer not to say because, well, I will say it. No, I will not say, well, there is, because everybody is afraid, you know, so that's life, you know. You are afraid of what other people can do, because human beings are heavy talented. I'm not sure if you say heavy talented or highly talented, and they could use their talents for bad things, for evil, you know. And well, that's crime. So there's Venezuelan crime. What I can say is that there's Venezuelan crime, or there was, I guess. Government says all these cells of crime, they are debunked, they are overthrown. So there's no problem, not real problem. And I guess there's no problem with Brazilians, you know. I guess there's zero problems with Brazilians in Chile. Actually, there was a couple of all mature Brazilians. They disappear here, you know. I'm not sure what happened, but you know, Monday I will read something about it. Monday. But by now I'm going to read Al Jazeera. Economy, technology. Japanese scientists graft living skin onto smiling robot. Researchers say breakthrough could pave the way to realistic humanoids in the future. So that's all about me, you know. I love some Chilean young women, but Chile is just too unbearable. Chile is just too unbearable in all senses, in all topics of life. You will have a miserable relationship, you know. You will have a terrible relationship with anybody. So that's why relationships in the global south don't go further, don't go too far, you know. That's why people are so unhappy. And well, what can we do? My opinion, we could have cyborgueishas. Oh, just 1 second here. My opinion, we just can have cyborgueishas, you know. Looks like the cell phone complain about the idea. What happened to a cell phone? So I'm just balancing the cell phone here. Just one second. So why not cyborgueishas? You know, I was fantasizing about this, just fantasizing. And look, you will call me a male chauvinist, of course, but you know, not just women have. I will try to be polite, but you can divide all you can, in order to analyze what really happens in relationships, in love relationships, about men and women. I will tell you really straightforward. Men love bodies. You know, men love women's bodies, you know. So that's why there's this, and there's not just me who's saying this. I heard, I don't remember now, but I've heard someone, some academic. Well, I just made a huge mess here. I failed here as a, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm trying to. There's a lot of stones on the ground here. This is a emergency truck. I'm going to do something different now. I'll put above the anyway, improvising. Look, man, I'll tell you the truth. Men love bodies, you know. Men, they love hot women. And that's the sad truth about man. We just love dolls, basically, you know. Men love not baby dolls like the pajama. We love hot women, that's it. And that's what man, maybe you will say, if you are a woman, you will say, oh, but women also love bodies. Women also love muscular black men, you know, with all stuff. But anyway, why people should not have a cyborgueisha or a male cyborgueisha? I guess that's the solution because people get old, people, yeah, of course, there's a relationship, you know, yeah, could be happy, could be very good, you know, a real relationship with a real human being could be nice, but my opinion is the most of cases is just great for a little amount of time, you know, for not for too long, you know. After, I don't know, after maybe just 2 years, after 2 years is terrible. After 2 years is terrible. I don't believe in marriage, you know. I don't believe in marriage. And what else? And why not a cyborg? Like, I'm not saying that you will marry a robot, you know. I'm not saying that you will marry a cyborgueisha or a cyborg. You will not. It's not. I'm not fantasize. I'm not fantasize in that way, you know. I just think that a cyborgueisha that could help could teach you something, could teach you languages, that could teach you anything, anything that accumulation of knowledge we have. Let's say YouTube, for example, that's perfect, you know. Why not have a robot? Why not make love with your computer? That's the whole point, you know. Why not make a hot computer? Trying to make it close to reality, you know, to make a hot doll. That's it. Just like in the Terminator, these robots, you know, this Mercurio, I don't remember the name now, but that's my fantasy, you know. If I could have that Terminator robot, the metal Mercury one, I definitely will choose. Hey, why you look this picture? I will show you some Instagram model. Why you don't? Why you are not like there? That's it. I will be happy forever, all alone with my robot. And that doesn't imply with sexual abuse, of course. I guess not for healthy people, you know. That's that. I only can see potentiality, you know. If you will be have a relationship with a cyborgueisha, maybe government, you know, maybe, yeah, even government, psychologists could analyze your psyche, you know, could analyze if you are an abusive people, can assist you, understand, with your fears, with your, I don't know, you know. For sure there will be a lot of data over there. And well, if you're afraid of not having birds, not having child enough, not having enough child, not having enough babies, that's happening right now, you know, without cyborgueishas, without. I think there's no cyborgueishas by this time, but definitely this capitalism, you know, capitalism, people think a billion times before having kids, you know, and Normally they don't have kids because it's too expensive, you know. So that's it. Why not to be happy and to keep thinking more, to keep developing, having artificial relationships, maybe artificial relationships, but constructive ones, you know. Just to challenging your minds with artificial intelligence, maybe, yeah, challenging yourself with artificial intelligence, hot cyber geishas. Why not? You don't have to be jealous about, nobody have to be jealous about robots, you know. That's the point. That's the point. It's different, you know. It's different. It's not, there's not people, it's not real, it's just sport. Yeah, it's just entertainment. Anyway, researchers say breakthrough could pave the way to realistic humanoids in the future. Sounds promising. Sounds great. Japanese scientists hope their breakthrough will enable more lifelike and attractive robotic applications in the future. Test with me, yeah, I want attractive robots. I want a Japanese beautiful robot. There's some beautiful Japanese women in Brazil, at least. In São Paulo, there's a lot of beautiful Japanese women. By David McAliney. September 6, 2024. Tokyo, Japan. Japanese scientists, Japanese freak scientists have developed a technique to attach self-healing living skin to a robot face and make it smile. The skin is smiling skin. The scientists, led by Professor Joji Kateushi at University of Tokyo's Biohybrid Systems Laboratory, connected cultured skin tissue in the likeness of a human face to an actuator, an external mechanical device using anchors that mimic skin ligaments. In a video released by the team, the scientists can be seen manipulating the skin into a smile without causing the tissue to bunch, tear, or get stuck in place. Previous efforts to attach tissue made from human cells to a solid surface will result in the skin being damaged when in motion. While Takeushi's flashy pink blood bears greater resemblance to a children's animated character than a human face, researchers hope the breakthrough will pave the way to realistic humanoids in the future. Buoyed by the results, Takeuchi is now looking at the bigger picture. Quote, "Our cultured skin aims to replicate the full range of biological functions found in human skin, including the activity of facial muscles, sweat glands, sebaceous glands, pores, blood vessels, fat, and nerves." Oh, we are synchronized. We are thinking about the same things here. He told Al Jazeera, quote, "This comprehensive functionality will enable more lifelike and interactive robotic applications. Biohybrid robotic advocates believe that such advances could one day herald a societal revolution where humans live alongside humanoids that look and act identical to real people." I just want one for me. Living skin in particular could allow robots to emote and better communicate with their human counterparts ultimately blurring the boundary between Homo sapiens and machines. Yeah, it's not all about sex, you know, it's about relationships. Why not? Listen carefully. People or cultures, people from different cultures, they have they have a lot of defects, you know. They have a lot of social problems, you know. Why should we live with all these social problems, all these ideological delays? No. I guess it's a problem of ideologies. Yeah, could be a problem of cultures, a problem of ideologies, mentality. You know, there's a lot of problems. Why not to choose a robot? Yeah, a robot, and improve whatever you want. If you like your culture, let's say if you like, let's say something kind of polemic. Do you like rap, hip hop? Do you like that? Perfect for you. Well, you can have a robot, a rapper robot. What about a rapper robot? You will be happy forever, you know. Complaining, you know, improvising, freestyle, and so on with a robot. Why not? And if you don't like, if you like, I don't know, if you like something else, if you like journalism, let's say, if you like journalism theory, do you like journalism? Well, you will have a robot all about journalism. What about that? That will be perfect. Anyway, while visions of a humanoid inhabited utopia or dystopia may seem far-fetched for now, biological robots and their accompanying moral and ethical quandaries are slowly entering the world's collective consciousness. Takeushi's team at Tokyo University is only in the embryonic stages of its work, which was included developing mini robots that walk using biological muscle tissue and 3D printed lab grown meat, as well as research into artificial cell membranes, neural networks, and implantable devices. Takeuchi believes it will be a long time before robotic skin is close to 100% realistic, as significant advancements are needed in texture, color, and the integration of biological components. Quote, while we aim to create more lifelike robots, our goal is to enhance their utility and interaction capabilities, he said. Rafael Mestre, principal investigator at the Biohybrid Futures project based at the University of Southampton in the United Kingdom, has followed the Japanese team's research with a sense of fascination. Quote, covering robotic devices with some sort of skin, just like our organs are isolated by our skin to protect them and ensure they have the right conditions and nutrients, is one of the first steps towards their actual use, Mestre told Al Jazeera. Quote, but there is still a long way to go. Mestre argues that tissue produced for robots will need to be carefully evaluated because research on the interaction between skin cells and robotic surfaces is still in its infancy. I suspect the first examples we see will be of some artificial skin acting as a coverture for small-scale and simple biohybrid robot based on muscle tissue that can perform some basic form of actuation or movement rather than in a humanoid robot with a real skin face, he said. Mestre sees numerous potential applications for such technologies if research continues to advance, such as plastic surgery, anti-aging research, and drug testing. Other active areas of research include insect cyborgs, an area of interest for the United States government's DARPA agency since 2006, and biohybrid robots used for cleaning oceans and research and rescue operations. Misuse and abuse. Concerns about the misuse and abuse of future technologies have also spurred calls for safeguards to be put in place. In a recent paper published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences of the United States of America, researchers at the University of Southampton call for better regulatory frameworks and ethical guidelines for biohybrid robotics development. The authors, who included Mestre, pinpointed three main areas of concern in the nascent field. How biorobots will interact with humans and ecosystems, the potential integration of biorobots into human bodies, and ethical considerations regarding a biorobot's moral status. I guess this could be all about government, I guess it's just like Leon Trotsky says once. Revolution is all about the leadership, It's about the. I guess if these robots, these robots are just machines, So I don't know. If you break your robot, that will be bad for your pocket, That will be bad for your finances. I guess it's not rocket science. Is very straightforward. It's a machine, If you break your machine, you'll not have any more. You'll have to take the machine to a technical service. Takeuchi acknowledged ethical concerns, saying it will be crucial to implement regulatory measures and guidelines to ensure their technology used responsibly. Well, it's just like I said, if you are not responsible, you will break your device, your gadget. Quote, while creating lifelike robots offers many benefits, we must carefully consider the applications and maintain transparency and control over their development and deployment, he said. Mestre believes that it should not take the invention of realistic humanoid robots for ethical issues to be addressed. Quote, are we creating some sort of new hybrid life? What if we release them into the wild and they impact the trophic chain and environment? Or what if they are used to enhance humans like biohybrid prostheses and very few people can afford them? That's normal. It's just like cars, Do you remember cars? I had an insight these days. How were the cars before the 50s, The cars in the 40s, there was zero popular cars, Nobody has a car in the 40s. Nobody had a car in the 30s. That's the whole truth. And well, the first popular cars, they came around the 60s, I guess, or 70s, and that's it. In a matter of less than a century, everybody has a car nowadays. It's not impossible to have a car. It will be just like that. In I guess maybe 100 years again, you will have terrible robots, first ugly robots, a lot of problems with the first robots, but then in 100 years from now, you'll have beautiful, just like, I don't know, a la Bruletova robots. I'm just kidding. Instagram model robots, yeah. And if you abuse them, if there it will be surveillance on these robots, it's questionable. That's a questionable, because this surveillance, I believe in states. I believe in government. I believe government can help you. I believe collective intelligence of governments could be good for you, could help you, understand? There's no a lot of there's no a lot of certainties on human life, on society. There's no a lot of certainties, but, like, for example, how is the right life expectation of humans? Should humans live 100 years? There's a wrong question, I guess. Humans, no, liberalism, in neoliberalism, liberalism in general, what happens is, if you have the money, if you have the means to live 200 years, you will live. You'll go on, go on, and whatever you do or you want. If you are very rich, also, if you wanna commit suicide, you are free to do it. That's liberalism. But in the other side, in illiberal states like China, or communist states like China, maybe the state will prevent you to suicide. Maybe the state will prevent you to commit suicide, because you definitely will change your mind. And well, any problem you have in life, a government should help you. Like, you feeling alone, you want to have sex with Ala Bruletova, and it's impossible for you. Well, government should give you a Anna Bruletova robot. Why not? It's not immoral. It's just a passion you have about a beautiful blonde sexy girl. Why not? I'm talking about Ala Bruletova. Be careful, pay attention. I'm not talking about any other girl. If Ala Bruletova doesn't like me, well, that's another question. Also, is a robot, baby. It's a robot. It's not you. Even I prefer the robot. I don't speak Russian. You don't speak anything about but Russian. I want a Ala Bruletova robot talking Mexican Spanish. Mexican Spanish. That's what I like. That's what I like to hear. Not you, Ala. I'm sorry. Anyway, I don't wanna. Maybe you're too hot. Maybe your temperature is too high. I want a cold robot. A cold robot. What about a cold Ala Bruletova robot speaking Mexican Spanish? Anyway, and that's it. Quote: are we creating some sort of new hybrid life? What if we release them into the wild and they impact the trophic chain and environment? Or what if they are used to enhance humans, like biohybrid prostheses, and very few people can afford them? Oh, there's no problem. And if they're enhances in inequalities, he said, quote, this technology is being developed with little attention from the general public and policymakers. It's imperative that we start having conversations about the future we want to have in relation to this technology. So yeah, so right here we are. I wrote I've read a novel kind of, but I lost it. It's just, yeah, I will try to find it, and I will try to find it. Maybe I will write it again, but that's it. It's all about robots. Is and even like let's say one example. My example of Alla Bruletova, the hot Russian Instagram model. Let's say I have this robot, this cyborgueisha. I have this cyborgueisha, and I have a good relationship with this robot. We are happy. The robot is happy too, you know. Or I can program the robot. I can program the robot not to be happy, you know. I can feel completely fed up about this happiness, about this artificial happiness. And maybe I will start researching about Alla Bruletova herself, trying to make her real. And then I realized this Alla Bruletova is just a beautiful, mammal, just a beautiful human. But then I realized I like another women's, you know, I like other women's, but because of their brains, you know, I like other people, you know. Maybe I will ended up modeling, programming this Alla Bruletova cyborgueisha with a male friend. What about a male friend, you know? Having yeah, that will be awesome. Like, I have this male friend. I'm not gay, I'm straight, but I love this my friend, my male friend. I have his mind is what I need, you know, in life. So I will program this Alla Bruletova cyborgueisha to have this male friend mind. Why not? That will be absolutely funny, you know, absolutely funny. Nasty too, dirty and nasty. Why not? Anyway, that's life, people. That's life. I guess they will be perfect in the future. I was struggling with the, you know, it's funny because this Xiaomi cell phone, he like read my mind. He showed me some. She showed me some slum in Brazil. I never live in that slum, but it's part of my background. Every single Brazilian city have a lot of slums, and I just saw a Brazilian slum on, you know, these images, and a lot of other things. Well, and that's it. And well, there's more. Al Jazeera economy session, but this was from technology. It was very interesting. So we'll just keep, well, and let's say, yeah, I have this Alla Bruletova, beautiful robot, beautiful cyborgueisha, with a program with my male friend mind, you know, very creepy, very transvestite, very transgender, I guess. But it's just a mind, you know. It's just mind. It's just friends, you know, friendship. And well, I will keep programming my perfect soulmate robot, and suddenly I meet a real woman, and this woman knows I introduce this real woman my robot. Why not? Why not having a cyborgueisha and a real woman? The real woman will be jealous. That will be absolutely funny too. Absolutely funny. A real woman jealous about a cyborgueisha, you know. I was just, hey baby, it's just a robot, you know, it's just a gadget. I haven't, I've been having sex with a cell phone. Why not? And she will tell me, yeah. What if I had a male robot? And I will think, well, if you have a male robot, it's just like what I'm doing is just I am I'm just develop myself, you know. You will be developing yourself, like developing your own mind, you know, because this soulmate is just like Barbies, you know. It's just like dolls. It's just like women do in the childhood, playing with dolls, you know. But playing with big dolls. The difference is just the size. It's just a size difference. Well, this episode is being great. There's another economy article. Indonesian fruit pickers say seasonal work in UK. Seasonal work in UK left them drawing in debt. So this is a sad news from Indonesia. Everybody's talking a lot of garbage from UK, you know. UK is doing really bad. There's just bad news from UK if you read the papers. And well, another terrible news is that New Zealanders are going to UK. No, so the only good thing you can do in life is learning Chinese, for sure. You should learn Chinese like crazy and eventually go to China or Japan to create, to work for cyborgueishas. Cyborgueisha limit, cyborgueisha CEO. It's not disgusting, dude. It's absolutely fabulous. It's great. Well, by this time, as usual, I will just stop this Daniel Jadue campaign till I see him saying something on his channel, like a live. Is nothing yet, but I will try to find a news, a regular news from Daniel Jadue on YouTube, not his. Again, I'm sorry, but I will put this bad channel. I think all the channels that Tele 13, TVN, Chilevisión, Megavisión are all so bad, you know. They are all bad. I'm sorry, but I have no option. There's no journalism option in Chile.
Salvo un saludo a la gente que viene a apoyarlo acá a las afueras de su casa. La verdad es que no ha declarado ningún otro tipo de palabra que de alguna manera nos dé a conocer algo de lo que está al interior de su mente, entendiendo lo que acaba de pasar hoy día, que después de 90 días de una prisión preventiva por este mismo caso de farmacias populares se haya generado esta oportunidad, esta ventana para que pudiera cambiar su medida cautelar por una menos gravosa. Llegó hace unos 10 minutos aproximadamente hasta su domicilio, que se ubica acá en la calle Palma de Mallorca, esto es la comuna de La Reina. Lo recibimos, intentamos conversar con él, entra hasta su casa, hasta la puerta de su casa, sin decir nada más allá de recibir el apoyo de algunas personas que, como lo decíamos, llegaron hasta este sector para darle también sus muestras de apoyo, muchos de ellos también vecinos del sector de la comuna de La Reina. Ya en la mampara de la puerta de su casa es donde él dice o señala estar muy contento, pero a la vez molesto con el trato que dice le ha dado la prensa. Dicho eso, cierra la puerta, acompañada también por su pareja Anjuli, quien por lo demás también ha estado en este punto recibiendo constantemente visitas, porque acá hay que entender una situación para aclarar también cuál es la figura del arresto domiciliario total. Acá se trata de su propio domicilio, él puede recibir todo tipo de visitas entendiendo que se trata de su casa a excepción de que se trate de alguna persona que pueda tener algún tipo de vínculo con la investigación en la cual él es un sujeto de interés. Aclarado eso, él puede recibir las visitas de quien sea que esté ajeno a este caso, y es así como ha ido ocurriendo durante estos últimos minutos. Hemos contado alrededor de 4 o 5 personas que han cruzado esta reja para poder también entrar y dar un saludo al exalcalde de Recoleta, recibido, como lo decíamos, por la pareja de Daniel Jadwe, Anjuli. Pasa por acá también contingente de carabineros de manera constante, Titi, junto con personal municipal de La Reina, entendiendo que ya cuando llega la prensa hasta este punto se transforma en un lugar en el cual eventualmente se podía generar algún tipo de caos. Eso, creo yo, en el punto de vista personal, no ocurrió, más allá del hecho de que en el momento de bajar de su vehículo camina un par de pasos hasta su casa, seguido por la prensa, evidentemente intentando obtener algún tipo de declaración por su parte, y él, más allá de entrar sonriendo y agradeciendo a la gente que vino a prestarle apoyo, no declaró nada, entendiendo también que él lo que más quería era poder llegar hasta su casa lo más rápido posible. Un trayecto que duró desde Capitán Llaver hasta este sector aproximadamente.
So there you have. I'm sorry for that. You know, this is a Catholic channel saying saying indirectly, Daniel Jadwe doesn't live in Recoleta. He's not so poor. Crazy, isn't it? It is a. I guess it's a relevant. It is a relevant criticism from the Catholic channel, Tele 13. I have to say it, because he, as you have listened, they were emphasizing Daniel Jadwe doesn't live in Recoleta. He's too rich. He's not so poor. Understand, it's funny, but this is the whole truth. What can I say? I don't know how to say. Well, as you can hear, Daniel Jadwe is still traumatized because prison is terrible. He's not talking to the press.